You are getting ready to accelerate, Virgo, and it is because your guides, your guardians, and Archangel Michael is nearby. That is who is with me today as we take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo. So we're going to take a look at you first, then we're going to look at the whatever energy is going on around you, where you've been, where you're going. But we're also going to look at projects, career, education. We're going to look at family and friends, a little touch of romance at the end. I will give you a channeled message from Archangel Michael. So you guys, there's this beautiful image where it's just showing like acceleration. Now, I don't mean accelerate like a foot on the gas. That's not what I'm saying. This is accelerating, like moving you into the cosmos. And when we get to it, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I see in projects. For some of you, it's going to be absolutely incredible. But one thing they're telling me is that, you've been through a lot. You have been through a lot of inner conflict, a lot of struggles, a lot of maybe even fighting with people that you love. But most of all, it's the inner struggles, the inner conflicts, and trying to go through a transformation, change what was into something better. Things that don't used to make sense no longer make sense, and now you're trying to make sense of it because everything can be a little bit analytical while we go through this journey. But you've accomplished this, and right now, everything is changing. It's tilting, and it's doing it at the right time as that energy is shifting, Virgo. This is going to be dynamic. Now, I know a lot of you have been really in a negative way, okay? I read your comments and I hear it and I feel it. And the lack of comments is also part of it, because the commenting is what keeps you open and allows the positive energy to come through. At least in my guided sessions that I do here for you, I can't attest for anybody else out there. I'm a psychic medium remote viewer, and I work in tandem with the universe, with the divine, with the angels, with my guardians. And this is all for your benefit. And that's what's coming in for you, where they're saying you're going to accelerate. Some of you are going to start hearing your guides around you. You're going to start feeling it. And it goes so much more beyond synchronicities. This is like the deep delving into the spiritual connection you have, that one main alignment that gets everything back on track. When we are mastering light and dark, when we master the divine feminine, the divine masculine energies that we have to work through, and we are triggered. We're triggered by a soulmate, and when they trigger us, it turns into that twin flame journey where it's like realizing all of this, and it's just like, I don't even want to deal with you. And that's what I see for Virgo. It's like, I don't want to deal with this. And you move on. And that's what keeps you happy, because you love to be happy. You love to be joyous. You love things to be just so. It doesn't have to be in a specific order or in a specific way, but it has to be just so, meaning it's got to align with you. Now you're going to be able to identify and articulate what that word just so means, because this is ascending to a higher level. You have the Ace of Swords. Now, this does represent Archangel Michael, who is here with me right now, but it also represents a new beginning based on the authentic you. And that's what the biggest struggle has been. Who am I? What direction do I want to go? And now you're moving in that direction for a lot of you, but you may not have reached the full potential. For those of you who are struggling and still wondering, am I doing my life and soul purpose? Am I doing, what is my purpose? I have a workshop. You can see the link here. You can find it in the description box below, and send me an email and I'll let you know it's coming in the month of June. A workshop for you to accelerate in that area. But whatever's going on, Archangel Michael is saying it's very painful. And for a lot of you, you may have felt it a lot in your solar plexus. That's where the rib cage curves, right? That just above the belly button, in that little square area right there. Primarily, I'm feeling it right now in my rib cage, where it's very painful, where it was very emotional for you. That's your emotions and your feelings. And letting go of all of this, seeing things for the truth, hearing the truth is like really hard. And again, I don't want to deal with it. Puts us in the stuck manner. It puts us in a place of being stuck. And when the ending is upside down, it's going nowhere. It's just sitting there. It's like you've been hold pattern for far too long. And again, you may have started, I see some of you where you have your feet stepping out You are walking down a certain path, but yet it's not touching you yet. So it's almost like I can see it, but I can't get to it. I don't know how to grab it. I know what I'm supposed to do, but there's that but right there. So you've been through a lot. It's time for you to celebrate and get ready to celebrate even more than what you've been doing, because this is like acceleration. You've got a path coming right in front of you. A choice. Do you want to keep going? Do you want to move into what we refer to as the 5D? Or do you want to stay in the old dynamic, the dynamic that kept you stuck in this confusion, all right? And some of you were dealing with a lot of mental manipulation, all right? A lot of clutter, and you don't like clutter. You hate clutter. That is not, I guess I shouldn't have used that word, but that's true. You absolutely loathe it. That's just not one of your things. You like everything just so. So you have a lot of opportunities in front of you, and they're saying they're going to be, because they're already there. We don't actually manifest out of nowhere. What we do is we manifest anything that is aligned for us, and all of these float around us just like this. This is what's going on with you. You have all of these opportunities floating around your head, floating around your entire life. Here, 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 here. And so when we manifest, you're going to catch on to one of these, and then we pull it right down. We take that cup and then we say, okay, I got it. And now it's in the human world, and you can do something with it. So I feel for a lot of you, as intuitive as you are, you're going to accelerate, and you're going to be able to connect to those guides, and you're going to be able to manifest some of the things that you want. Bring it into fruition. Excel in whatever it is you're doing, whether that's a stay-at-home parent, whether that's we're going to look at your job, career, and projects right now. I paused because they want me to talk about it in this section. So with your career, your jobs, education, some of you are literally changing your education, and you may have already been working on it 2-3 years. For some of you, you just did it over the last few months, where you're changing, you're getting a certification, you're going to switch. And I do see some of you, it's teaching, traditional teaching, but you're going into holistic teaching. So you may be working on getting they're saying a vegetation certification. That's what I just heard. Vegetation certification. That's what my guide said. So I feel for you, that's actually like learning about herbs and the proper food, nutrition, okay? Something in that line. You're getting ready to get this, and it's going to come, for some of you, it looks like it's coming in the month of July. It may be ending in June, but you get the actual certification in the month of July. June rolling into July is a very, very powerful time, and that is right as this energy is shifting. The last 6 months of the year is dynamic, but you have to complete the first 6 months first, and that's what you're doing. June is that big moment, Virgo, where you are making a completion. You're changing things around. You're flipping from on a low vibe to a high vibe. Now, everything is about choice, most definitely, but this has everything to do with your soul purpose. All right, your career, the changes that you're making, the projects that you're working on. For those of you, if you're retired, if you're a stay-at-home parent, if you just don't work, that's your project, is whatever you put your energy and attention into. Whatever you're focused on. Let me pull 2 more cards, okay? And, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You're moving past everything. You're letting go of the negative vibrations, and 5 of Swords, the conflict with other people, than your work environment. You're like, I am so done, okay? This is another group of you. I am done. If you've been ready to, or have just recently walked away from a job, but still feel that confident that that was the right thing to do, put a comment in. I left for the right reason. You just put that comment in the box. Let's get your chakras open up. Let's get your energy flowing, and let this new positive guidance and energy coming into your life. So this is a big moment for you to make a life-changing path. Now, I do have 6s, and no, 6s in tarot do not mean the icky, doesn't mean demons and devils and Satan, all right? This is a beautiful card. 6 of Cups. This is happy, fond memories. 6 of Swords is moving past the negative into the positive, more smoother roads ahead, but you still have some issues that are going to come along the way. But it's like we go in stages. However, this is this new beginning that is just going to be absolutely incredible, which is what I'm seeing. You're excelling. Some of you are going to, it has to do with dogs. It has to do with animals. It looks like home pets. Okay, dogs, animals, birds, even rabbits. I see rabbits. So starting a little animal shelter. Collecting, I see collecting of animals. You're scooping up the animals and you're bringing them in. So you may be starting a project, or you actually have one. The funding may be coming through for that. If you've applied for a grant, this is saying that you want to do that. You want to apply for the grant if it feels right with you. All right, there is a money coming down. Now I only see it as 2, 1 and a 2. So that could be a 2-part loan that you're getting, a 2-part, maybe getting part from a grant, going to school, and getting the other part as a loan, opening up a company. Whatever this is, this project is going to be beautiful. And I see somebody just holding all the little fur babies, and it's like, it's going to really make your heart soar. And that is probably what your soul purpose is. But whatever is going on, this is that moment for you to really analyze everything. What you've been through is not to be forgotten, but it is also not meant for you to hold on to it. And when I say forgotten, everything gets lodged inside of us on an unconscious level. Every experience, even if we consciously can't remember it, those of you who have worked with me in session and we go deep and we do hypnosis and we go in and we pull out whatever was blocking you, okay, that is always going to be there, but healing it is what releases it, so it no longer creates a blockage in your life, an unconscious, unseen blockage. That is what's changing for so many of you, and it's because of the work that you've done. It's because everything has to be just so. And you're getting ready to excel in the area of this sector of your life. Those of you who are retired, I mean, you can fall underneath that category as well. It doesn't have to be an actual for-profit organization. It can be opening up the shelter in your local community. It can be helping people find their pets, posting pictures, starting a program where we help other people, where we go looking for those animals. If that falls under you, leave a comment. But I also see a group of you starting a community, a project of going around, and see people knocking on doors. It's like a group community gathering where you're going to be gathering and having enjoyable time. I see celebration, I see fun. This may be having a barbecue once a month and having yard sale once a month. It's like a group community. And it could include community watch, where you're all helping each other watch over your properties. But it is a community project. That doesn't matter what age you are, and it doesn't matter what you do for a living if you work at all. That is somebody taking all of their energy and attention and putting it into it. My mom, one time years ago, when I was young, she started Art in the Park. Art in the Park. She used to make these art projects, and she would sell them. And she wanted to expand, and people kept saying, you need to get these out there to people. People loved her work, right? So she went down and set up a community of artists in the park. She got all of the permits. She set everything up, charged a very, very small fee, just enough to pay for those. It wasn't about making money, but it covered the expenses associated with the organization. And then there it was, and it lasted for, well, as far as I know, it was at least 10 years. It was a big deal. I even sold little octopuses that I made and handcrafted arts and crafts and sold them there. And I was just like 9, 10 years old. So it's amazing what we can do when we want to, but the community that came in with that, that's what was very powerful. So let's take a look at the people around you, because I feel this 5 of Swords energy that you're walking away from. This 5 of Swords energy, I feel, is from a family member. It may be from a mother who blocked you from your true passion. Your true passion is what I'm seeing. And it looks so painful. It's like you may have had a dream of being a singer or being a sports, a well-known sports athlete, and your dream was squashed by one of your parents. That's what I'm seeing. We definitely have the Queen of Wands. So whoever this person is, there's somebody that other people see as very charming, very charismatic. The people around you like this person. It could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius individual. But whoever this person is in your life, they definitely know how to sway a crowd their way. So it doesn't matter what you say, it matters what they're saying to other people. So with this particular Queen of Wands, though, is that energy of, I feel that the pain that was caused was like manipulation, and it put you into your transformation. The Death card, the ending, the transformation card. And now you have an opportunity to start relationships that are going to be delightful for you. Some of you may actually have recently spoke to this person, or you're getting ready to. This person created a lot of havoc around you, and I feel that they kind of flipped you upside down in a number of ways. One is with family and friends, a disconnection from family. Now, it could be a romance. We'll look at romance in a minute, and then I'll give you that channeled message. But this is a disconnection, okay? So let's just say it's people that were in your local community that you were friends with, and all of a sudden they are no longer your friends. But this person became friends with them. So it's like this separation that made no sense, and it hurt you. It really created a lot of anxiety inside of you. For some of you, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person created a lot of falseness, a lot of, I'm hearing fake news, fake news. So they may have been a gossiper, sharing things and distorting them along the way. For every single thing that is stated, every story that is created, every movie that is made, there is a piece of truth to the story. Everything is based on an experience, whether it was our experience or someone else's. So when somebody's writing a novel and they're writing the thriller, there's something there, and it could be just so minute, but yet the entire story changes into something different. And that's what I feel this person did. They kept you from somebody that was very close. There was a lot of love. This could be a mother and father divorcing, keeping the Virgo child from one or the other. You know, it can be anything, but let us know how that affected you. This is a family or somebody you consider family that did this. Really created an imbalance in the way that you see relationships, and you're still open for relationships for the most part. There's a lot of Virgos have been really down in the negative end of the spectrum, but yet I can see so many Virgos are getting ready to pull out, or they're on their way already out. And that's what I feel this is for you, where this is going to be a big change. Whatever it is coming in, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. There's a lot of healing. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. Family foundation, that's what I mean. This is something that had a lot to do with your personal foundation. You may have made life changes because of this person. And now everything is getting ready to move into a whole different direction. Like completely. Opening you up. Turning this card in the upright. Okay, when this comes out like this, you're stuck. All right, you're stuck. The ending, the transformation, everything's kind of put on hold. It just lasts forever. It takes a really long time to get through when the tarot, and that's what they're telling me, is like this is flipping back upright, where now you're going to have more flow and ease, and you're going to move with the spirit around you, is what I just heard. That's what your guides just said. Move with the spirit around you. And there's like this breeze, and what I'm seeing is like, and so, you know, when I look up here, that's the future. That has not happened yet. So this is a lot of you, it hasn't. Now, if it has happened, leave us a message. But it's like this breeze where I see a little leaf over here. I see a butterfly over here. But it's like a cartoonish look. It's not really cartoon, but it's like that look of the wind blowing you into this new upright position and accelerating up. It's very, very smooth. Okay, so this is going to be a smooth transition. It's not going to be all bumpy and rigidy. Whatever you're going to face along the way is something that you definitely can handle because of everything you've been through. You already know how to handle it, and everything will be just so. All right, let's take a look at your romance, and then I'll give you the last message with the channeled message from Archangel Michael. Hold on one second. And my guides, they're all together. There's 3 around me right now, by the way. The 3. Archangel Michael, my father, and another guide. Yeah, the judgment call here when it comes to your relationship, all right? We have the Hermit card here. Really taking a look at your current situation, as it were, salvaging. Is this where you've been in the hold position? Is it been in your relationship sector? Maybe you haven't been in one for years and not open to one either. Because when we haven't dealt with all of those issues that we were talking about a little while ago, it can affect every aspect of our life. It affects abundance coming in, love, joy, happiness, having all the things that you need, all the things that you want. It doesn't mean excelling and having 27 cars. That's prosperity. It can be, right? Where you have a big pile of absorbent amount. This is knowing exactly what it is and not willing to compromise. I feel that this person around you is looking at things from a different angle. That, you know, the Hermit card represents Virgo. We also have Taurus energy here, and Leo is on the board as well. You have some pretty stubborn energy that you may have been dealing with people in your life in general, but I also feel that that's partly you. So you may have a fixed sign attached to you, okay, in your chart. Primarily, maybe that's your rising sign or your sun sign. Now that we're talking about romance, most definitely your moon sign would fit into the romantic side, but it does have to do with your emotions, right? This person is going to be willing to look at this situation from a completely different angle, and they are going to be wanting to fix and repair your relationship. And with this comes this truth, and it's going to come from out of nowhere. Whoever this person is, especially if it has to do with family and friends, like that is what we're talking about, is family and friends. The Queen of Wands, an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius individual, they're going to tell you a truth. And this truth, again, you know, one little piece can, and then we add all this fluff to it to create a completely different scenario. They're going to tell you what that truth was right there. And you're going to be able to see the whole thing. You're going to know everything. They're going to sit down. I see you guys sitting down, pouring a cup of coffee, cocoa, tea, whatever it is. You're definitely sitting there talking about what and why. What and why, when things went different in your relationship, what happened, why it happened. And there's going to be a positive outcome because I see 2 people sitting side by side. Let us know, have you already been starting to work on your relationship where you're making this decision, do we want to do this or not? Because some of you are going to say no, but I feel most of you are going to say yes. You have the 6 of Wands, and this is moving into a place of victory, being cheered on by others. This would be like counselors and other family, outside friends who see the 2 of you wanting to work on it, maybe even your own children, right? Whoever this is watching you, is applauding you because you're changing. You've grown and your partner have grown. This is beautiful. So not only do you have this Ace of Swords, but you also have the Sun card. And this just came out for Scorpio. It's come out for a lot of my readings lately. The Sun, working with the cosmos, alignment, the energy shift that I talk about. Every time there's an energy shift, this card usually falls out quite a bit from my readings, no matter who I'm doing a reading for. Those of you who are single Virgos, wow, you definitely have something coming in that's going to be a change. This is going to be exciting. This may be somebody that you knew, not necessarily dated. Okay, I don't feel you dated this person in this vision of what I'm seeing. You knew this person. And I am seeing like a vet. I am seeing a doctor coat. So it's a white coat. It has holistic written on the it'll say MD, it will say dentist, it will tell me holistic. That's what I see on those white coats when they show them to me in the vision. That's how they work with me so that I can communicate very quickly to make sure that you guys are getting direct and to the point information that can't be twisted, although many people do. This person is like filled with love. They are very positive person. They're very attractive. And the thing is, as I see the eyes meet, you're going to know who this person is. If you have not met them yet, you're going to feel like you met them. This is the soulmate. This isn't a soulmate that's going to trigger you back into your journey. This is the reward. Okay. This is if you wanted the right relationship for you, that's what it is. So when we're talking about reconnecting, people always go, I never want to see that person again. Okay. But we have past lives too. The soulmates come in from past lives where you look at that soulmate as somebody you've never met before. You're staring at them in the grocery line going, I think I know you. Oh, I know you, and you know things about them. You may have even seen them in your dreams before you meet this person. They're going to have the same opinion of you, Virgo, and it's going to be very, very beautiful. Now they're showing me this is from June to August, so it's like throughout this time frame, June to August, which we call summer here. This is what I see going on. So this is going to be a period where you're going to meet them or re-meet them. And again, I see it's a vet, okay? It's for some of you, it's a vet, and it's a male, and you may have taken your animal there, but nothing happened, and now you go back, and now that you are ready, now that your heart is open, here they come, because they're already done. They're already done through their ascension. They're already accelerated. Like, they can see the truth. They understand the light that is around you, because when you grow you get this light around you, right, when you ascend. So it's very, very powerful. Now let me pull the final card and then I'll give you that last message. And oh, here we go. I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. You see, it's Daniel, so it definitely has to do with relationships. And again, we are talking in this last sector about romance, but we're also looking at relationships on every level, especially within you. This is taking a relationship to a higher level. Whatever that relationship of importance is to you, the one that means the most to you, this opportunity is going to come around to accelerate it and grow it. All right. Archangel Michael. I am here with my team to help guide you through all of this mess. We know you don't like confusion, so we're going to help you clear it out. One little piece at a time, like a flick in the night, will remove these things, these people that are blocking you. It may feel like you have no one around you right now, so who are you possibly going to get rid of? We know exactly what we're doing. All we need is for you to call us in and guide us and allow us to guide you into doing this for you. We see your future in a way that you cannot. We will give you whatever it is you want. As long as you want it, it will be yours. Think twice about what you're asking for, because we will bring it to you. Again, we're removing all of the blockages around you to give you what you want. Pay very close attention, especially when you see the color blue, like a blue jay, the color orange, the color yellow, like gold, like the sun. These will be synchronicities to tell you we are nearby. If it isn't me, it is my team. It is the other angels, the guides, and even your deceased loved ones. We are all lined up, and I see the whole lineup behind them. We are all lined up ready to help you. Just call on us. Thank you. That was your message from Archangel Michael and his team. I hope, Virgo, you have an amazing month. Much love.